Y'all thought I was done for the day, didn't you? You were wrong. I look too good to not make another video. This one's going to be a bit shorter and a bit more niche. So I love the show Gotham. I've been watching it a lot. And it has two main social commentaries. And one of them I think it does very well. One of them it does awfully. So I'm going to start with the bad one because I like ending on a good note. Now, the bad one would be Arkham Asylum. Now, while I fully understand that Arkham Asylum is meant to be kind of an exaggeration of what a mental health facility is, and it's meant to kind of be the absolute worst that a facility like that could be, I still think they go way overboard. Every time they show Arkham Asylum, it's these inmates in black and white jumpsuits and frazzled hair that are practically frothing at the mouth. They're not people. They're just meant to be, the pinnacle of crazy people. They all cackle and scream and are bizarre, and they're not actually being portrayed as mentally ill people. Now, I understand that they're meant to be criminally mentally ill, but that doesn't mean they become cackling maniacs that don't speak or have personalities or aren't people anymore. So that kind of frustrates me. And on the one hand, I do understand that they're trying to exaggerate that idea of an asylum and of how bad this asylum is, but on the other hand, I really think they could afford these inmates a little bit more humanity. The only inmates afforded any kind of humanity are the ones that are main characters. Now, for the good parts, we can end on a happy note, because we gotta have some happiness in this life, right? Homosexuality and bisexuality, that's to be sure. It was established really early on in the first season, and I guess these are little spoilers, so beware, that Barbara Keene, who at the time was Jim Gordon's fiance, was bisexual. It became a plot point that she had an ex who was a woman, and originally I was a little bit frustrated that they never said the word bisexual, because bi and pan erasure is a really big issue in the media, especially, actually not especially, in the world, but in the media it's very easy to see because people will just say, oh, I just kind of like hot people, and it's like everyone's afraid of the word bisexual. So initially, I was pretty frustrated with this. And, throughout the show, Barbara has relationships with men and women, and, I wouldn't hold her up as being, like, the best representation of bisexuals, considering the fact that she does, do some bad things. She's not a great person, I would say. But then, in the latest season, it becomes revealed that one of the main characters, Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin, is gay or bi. It's never specified because it's never directly addressed. He simply says, I'm in love with him. No one ever says, you're gay? It has absolutely nothing to do with that person being a man. It has to do with the other things surrounding that. It has to do with the fact that, oh, now this makes it a weakness, because if people get to him, then, they can control you through this person that you love. No one ever is taken aback because it's another man. They're taken aback because the sociopath that murders people and runs Gotham Underground is in love with someone? Wow. And then when this is used against him, it has nothing to do with it being another man. Once again, it just is. So this is where Gotham redeemed itself in that sense, because it made it clear now that it wasn't just that it was avoiding bisexuality, it's that it was making it clear that sexuality is a non-object. People just are. No one's surprised about it. No one's like, what? The Penguin is gay? No one in the show. A lot of people who watched the show were very shocked and displeased, is a nice way of putting it. So those are just two things about Gotham that I've been thinking about lately. As a little footnote, it's worth mentioning that in the last season we saw someone who was known to be a criminal and had no political experience beat a very qualified and experienced politician in an election with the phrase, or under the tagline, "Make Gotham safe again." And that's all I'll say about that.